I do now recall that the March 2016 meeting at the Trump Hotel that Mr. Papadopoulos attended, but I have no clear recollection of the details of what he said at that meeting.
Referring, of course, to George Papadopoulos. He's the former Trump aide who has since pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about contacts with Russian officials during last year's presidential election. And that has raised some questions, considering Sessions has been long and loud in his denials about any involvement in or knowledge of Russian connections to the Trump campaign. Some of the questions people may now be asking: who might Sessions suddenly remember next? And will any of this move the dial on the Russian investigation? Paul Hunter has been sorting through the mountain of today's often scattershot testimony.
Of this, Jeff Sessions is 100% certain. His memory's not so good.
I don't recall it. I don't recall at this moment.
I cannot imagine your memory would fail you so much. But moving on.
And so it went for the U.S. Attorney General, under fire on Capitol Hill on whether he lied to Congress over contact last year between the Donald Trump campaign and Russia. On lying, by the way.
But I will not accept and reject accusations that I have ever lied. That is a lie.
But the fogginess is in the details. Twice this year, Sessions testified he knew of no contact between the campaign and Russia.
That I conducted no improper discussions with Russians at any time.
But now his memories changed. It changed, he said, when former Trump campaign advisor George Papadopoulos told the FBI of a campaign meeting last year led by Sessions, when Papadopoulos said he was off to Russia and might try to connect Trump with Vladimir Putin. Said Sessions today, not only does he now remember that meeting, but he remembers key details from it.
I believe that I wanted to make clear to him that he was not authorized to represent the campaign with the Russian government or any other foreign government for that matter.
Democrats kept at it.
You did have communications with the Russians last year, isn't that right? Just yes or no?
I had a meeting with the Russian ambassador, yes.
Great. That's exactly the opposite answer you gave under oath to U.S. Senate. So again, either you're lying to U.S. Senate or you're lying to U.S. House of Representatives.
Well,
Sessions said he earlier meant the meeting was inconsequential. As for his memory malfunctions, he blamed, in effect, the campaign itself.
It was a form of chaos every day from day one. We traveled sometimes to several places in one day. Sleep was in short supply.
All of it for Trump, reigniting questions about his campaign, Russia, collusion, meddling, and cover-up. None proven, none forgotten. Paul Hunter, CBC News, Washington.
Okay, so Donald Trump's Attorney General is no stranger to controversy. Here's a brief look at Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions may be a somewhat embattled attorney general with memory problems now, but it wasn't always so. Sessions spent 20 years in the U.S. Senate and was the first member of Congress to endorse Trump before being nominated as attorney general.
Well, I'd be honored to be considered.
Sessions has taken a hard line on immigration, sometimes even legal immigration. He's a climate skeptic, and allegations of racism have dogged him for years.
I am totally committed to maintaining the freedom and equality that this country has to provide to every citizen.
It was only back in July that Trump called Sessions weak and beleaguered for recusing himself from the Russia investigation. The president has also expressed frustration with Sessions' inability to get the travel ban in place or to go after Democrats with special counsel. In spite of all this, Sessions remains inside Trump's circle.